What's going guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Kingdom of Heroes Tactics War, I am going to recommend you guys the top 3 heroes that you need to reroll for, or let's say top 3 heroes that you need to pick from 5-star heroes select summon chest that you are going to be provided right away as soon as you start this game. It's like a pre-registration reward, and this is definitely a great chance to make sure that your game progression is going to be really fast right off the bat when you start this game. This is definitely an amazing bonus to the beginners. And now let's get this started. But before that one, please do check out for the timestamps that I posted in the description section below of this video so that you have easier and quicker access to the content of this video. The first unit that I am definitely going to recommend is going to be Claudia. She is a damn amazing babe. Okay, she is a monster. She is a free element and she is a fighter class unit. All right, and now let's look into her details. Okay, the first skill right over here guys, she does single target attack and landing critical hit on the target boost her speed stat by up to 2 turns. That is definitely damn amazing. And guess what guys, thanks to that boosted speed stat, she's going to scale her damage output on her third active skill, because like more the speed stats she has, the more damage she is going to deal. And she's also gonna gain increases attack and mobility upon killing the enemy. And guess what, on top of that one, she gets an action opportunity as well with this skill guys. And when we are going to talk about her second active skill, she's going to attack enemies in a line. Okay, it's like a mini AoE attack, and on landing the critical hit on the opponents, it will stun the opponents as well, which is definitely damn amazing guys, because like any kind of RPG game out there, it's kind of really easy to land the critical hit on the opponents if you really are going to provide some really good stats on her, especially those critical hit rate stats. Okay, and that is a really good thing to have around. All right, and with the leader skill, she's definitely going to increase the speed of the 3 attribute allies by up to 32%, which is definitely damn amazing. 32% speed boost, wow. And on top of that one, having her own leadership skill like that, she's definitely going to improve her damage even further, and that is just too damn amazing guys. Okay, one of the best DPS heroes right out there, which you can really have in your team, and definitely one of the best heroes to reroll for right off the bat without any question at all. You don't even have to think twice to actually reroll for her. Okay, she's just too that amazing, and very good hero for early, mid, and the late game contents as well. So definitely if you are a beginner, she's definitely going to help you out a lot. And even if you actually manage to get to that late game contents, is definitely going to be helpful still by then. Okay, and that is one really great advantage to her. She's just shining every freaking time, now and then. Okay, there is no such thing like she's not gonna be really good for the beginner, I mean like in the early game, and later on when it comes to the late game, she will gradually start to shine. There's no such thing like that. All right, she's just good starting very early, and up to the late game content is pretty solid unit. Okay, now let's move on to the next unit, who is going to be the Bartholomew. Man, this guy is really a legend. This guy is cool. I mean like he's really good as well, and so many players out there who are looking for a really good husband, I think he definitely is capable of making it to that category of being a husband hero unit, right? Okay, there we go guys. And that's said and done. He's a water element type hero unit. He's an archer class. And guess what guys, looking into his skills right here guys, with his first active skill, his critical hit on the opponents decreases the cooldown of his skill. That is going to be the Lord of the Oceans. Yes, look at that guys. I mean like his ultimate skill is going to get you know like cooldown really fast thanks to his first active skill, which is really cool. I'm like, you know, like the basic skill right up there. And also if the target is killed, Lord of the Ocean skill cooldown is reset right away. That is like, what? Just think about it, like what? Damn, that is just too cool. With his skill number 2 right over here guys, buff steal from the target. Yes, I mean like he can steal the buff from the target, and upon success gain of those buffs, he can actually gain the action opportunity as well, which is definitely damn amazing. But what if he actually like misses to steal that buff? Well, upon unsuccessful steal steals recover your action gauge by up to 50%. That still makes him quite really fast unit indeed. I mean, like, with him being around, you can really clear out the mobs really fast. I mean, like, this guy is super speedy unit thanks to this kind of thing. I mean, like, having an extra opportunity, I mean, like, extra action opportunity or having that extra action gauge boost is definitely a damn helpful thing right out there to make him one of the really amazing unit out there to make your game progression really fast. Okay, and now let's look into his skill number 3 right up here, guys. Attacks distant enemy with increased critical damage with increased damage on enemy with greater max HP. Just look into this, guys. It's just really damn cool. All you need to do is just keep on upgrading the skills, and definitely by the end it's just going to keep on dealing a massive amount of damage against opponents. Well, as for his passive, with buff on himself, gains extra crit rate. That means more chance to deal those critical damage on that bastards, okay, or let's say those mob units or those enemies, okay, and that is just too cool. Upon successful kill, he provides attack boost to all allies for 3 turns, which is like, what? Oh man, holy shit, that is amazing. This guy, he might not look really that amazing when it comes to the 3D model, but trust me, guys, he can just make you say, wow, this guy is amazing. Yes, he has very great stats, abilities that can clear waves of mobs very quickly indeed, very fast game progression. That's what I said to you guys a little while ago, because of his additional crit rate and so many other things being around. Oh my god, and even getting that extra action opportunity is definitely helpful to him to actually keep on making that quicker clear very fast. Alright, there we go, guys. I mean, like, if there is some kind of buff going on around with the opponents, it's just going to steal from them, and getting that extra action opportunity is just like, what? Oh, big slap on the opponent's face. Okay, it's just too cool. Definitely a great unit, not only just for the PvE contents, even the PvP contents, guys. Just think about it. This guy is insane. Oh my god. And this guy is definitely a damn amazing unit that you need to reroll for. Next to Claudia, okay? This guy is on his own par. This guy is just amazing. That's what I have to say to you guys. And now the last hero unit that you might be thinking like, okay, Zennosh, who is this third unit that you would really love to recommend to us? I would say it's gonna be Lilith. I mean, like, any kind of game out there, whatever it is, Lilith is definitely always there to make it out to the top tier unit, because like, she is just damn amazing. I mean, like, come on, look at her. She's definitely a great waifu indeed. I mean, like, come on, she's always is, right? And she's definitely needs to be, and she always has certain type of like skill sets that always makes her a top-notch tier unit. And same goes right over here in this Kingdom of Heroes Tactics War as well. Well, let's start talking about her. First of all, guys, her role is wizard type, or let's say a mage type, and her element is going to be fire. And looking into her hero details, her first active skill is going to attack enemy with knockback and the stun effect. Not only she is going to stun the opponents, but also going to knock back as well, and that's definitely going to be quite helpful in creating a really good strategy out there as well. And that is definitely awesome, guys. And she has a fly attribute as well. Wow, look at that, man. Skill number 2. She attacks enemy with lifesteal effect that increases as her HP goes lower. Yes, I mean, like, lower the HP she has, she is actually going to lifesteal even more HP from the opponents, meaning like her sustenance is definitely one of the best out there. Just think about it, man. In most of the RPG games, people always do fight over the lifesteal properties, or let's say the vampire or Dracula properties, okay? Lifesteal stuff like that, and this girl just had that one really nicely. I mean, like, that is just too cool. And finally, when it comes to her skill number 3, she deals like AoE attack with guaranteed crit hit. What more do you want? Just look at that. Successful hits make the attack a guaranteed crit hit. I mean, like, her damage can be insane. You can totally focus on dealing a lot of damage to the opponents. I mean, like, having a guaranteed crit hit, just focus on critical damage stats, guys. I mean, like, she is just going to unleash the hell on the opponents. Her damage output can be one of the most impressive right out there, guys. Just build her up, right? And she is out there to stun, to knock back, and to deal a lot of damage out there on the opponents. And on top of that one, keeping her HP to a really good level all the time is definitely something that you would always want to seek out for, right? And guess what, guys? She does not end right over here. There's something else that makes her even more ferocious. What is it? It's gonna be her passive skill, Cunning Witch. Yes, she is, man. Look at it. It says successful hits by Lilith reduces the action gauge of the enemy hit by 10%, meaning just think about it, like how good you are going to be in just making the opponents, like slow compared to yourself or to your team. And on top of that one, she's also going to increase the action gauge of all allies by 3%. Slowing down the opponents in terms of action gauge is already OP, and being able to improve the action gauge of the allies by up to 3%, like every time she hit, like it's like, what? Man, see, it's just too amazing unit. Like, oh my god, with her being around, your team can really expect to be one of the fastest right out there. I mean, like, you can outspeed your opponents really easily with her being around and being able to deal a lot of things. I mean, like, she has a lot of utilities, plus on top of that one, a lot of damage as well. What more do you want? She is a perfect combination, okay? And that is so cool. That makes her a really one of the best unit out there who you should reroll for or pick out for, okay? So if she really does, synchronize with your game style, then she definitely is going to fit in your hunger list, okay? A great maze type of DPS unit indeed, and definitely one that you really need to reroll for. Well, those are the 3 hero units that I definitely would love to recommend you guys to pull them up right away. Yes, obviously there are so many other picks that you could go up with as well, but these are my own personal selections, okay? The rest is really up to you. I would really love to hear your views and opinions in the comment section below, saying like, okay, Zennosh, I think I really totally disagree with your opinions and blah blah blah, and then like these are the ways on how I think like these heroes are the best then compared to the heroes that you have just listed. Please let me know in the comment section below, and we can always trigger a healthy discussion. All right, there we go. Anyways, to recap, the first unit is definitely going to be Claudia. She's a monster and definitely a subtle waifu, okay? Not a definite waifu, but a subtle waifu. Alright, and the next unit is definitely going to Bartholomew. With him being around, oh my god, your game progression is gonna be super duper fast, okay? I mean, like, you really want to make sure that your game is gonna go in a smooth sailing progression, then Bartholomew is one of them. And the next unit is definitely going to be Lilith. This girl is packed with a lot of utilities and a great damage dealing potential, okay? So there we go, guys. That is what I really want to say to you guys. I mean, like, just look at that. It is the percentage chance on how they are getting like selected by the other players. I just really don't know, like, why, man. Bartholomew only 2.7%, Claudia only 5.6%. Man, that is not good. Alright, I'm here to help you guys to make the proper selection, alright? And finally, when it comes to the honorable mention, okay, I'm like, hey guys, I mean, like, obviously there need to be the honorable mention, right? And definitely in the honorable mention, I put the healers. Yes, you heard me right, okay? Like, let's say Vivian. Vivian is a really great healer. If you are really looking forward for a really good healer right off the bat, I mean, like, obviously there are so many players out there who have the mentality that like, hey, when you are going to start an RPG game, you should start with the healer. Well, in contrast, definitely, like, I actually always go with the DPS type because they are the main bread earners. But, well, if you're trying to really lock on to the healers, then Vivian can actually make really one of the best healer out there in this game. And she's just really that good. Or you can go with another selection right away, guys. That's gonna be the Demeter, okay? She is very cool as well. Why? She's a very great supporter unit, and her buffing type of activity is just too cool. And like, her skill can really buff your whole team up, and that excels in decreasing the skill cooldown of your allies as well. Which is like, what, man? With her being around, you will be quite like capable of creating so many strategies out there. I mean, like, you can still spam the same skill over and over again very fast. And that's what Demeter is going to make available in your team, okay? You really don't have to keep on looking out for that skill for a very long period of time. With her being around, like, skill cooldown just happens very frequently. And that's that, guys. And obviously there are so many other players who would say that like, hey, we can actually also pick Ifrit, we can also go with Ingway, but well, I have my own selection stuff, okay? So there we go, guys. Claudia, Bartholomew, and Lilith. These 3 guys are the best in my opinion, whatever you guys say. Okay, so this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.